Okay, so yesterday class we discussed about PLSQL, what is the use of that, okay, and also we discussed how to display the output. Okay, now we'll see. So another basic topic here, variable. Okay, so first we'll see what is meant by variable, and then we'll see what is the use of it and how can we use it. We'll see. Okay, so variable is simple. It's just a storage space. Okay, it's just a storage space. Simply to say that is also temporary. Okay, temporary storage unit, I can say. Okay, so if you want to hold some value or if you want to store some values, you can store that value in this variable. Simply it is a storeroom for me. Okay, but what is the capacity of this storeroom? I can store only one value at a time. Okay, it can hold only one value at a time. Okay, so if you try to store second value in the same storage unit, okay, means in a variable, what will happen? It will be overridden and first value will goes out, second value will be there. Okay, so as of now, just remember it's just a storage unit. If you want to store any value, I have to use it. Simple. Okay, why we have to use this? We'll see now. I just want to display for something. Okay, I just want to display something now, like only this one, employee number, employee name, and salary. These three details I want to display. Okay, so what you will do, from EMP table you will write. Okay, so where it is in a case of SQL. Okay, let's see now. I'm just going to SQL developer, copied the same code, connecting to this session. Okay, just executing. Okay, it's printing, done. So for example, the same thing I want to display or I want to execute this query now from PLSQL. We already discussed, if you want to execute anything, I just need begin blank. That's it. I don't want anything extra. End of the program. Okay, the code, whatever I executed now, same I'm writing here and I'm going to execute it. Okay, but you know already, if you want to display any output from PLSQL program, then it should enable your server output. Okay, but here in case of SQL developer, what you have to do? You have to go here, view, and then see where is the DBMS output. Just open it, and there is a plus icon like a connection for which session you want to display this. Okay, so I'm connecting to this same. Fine. Let me scroll little down. It's also little down. Done. I'm executing this program. Okay, and you got some error. So see this, what is that? Line number 2 is the error, column 1. Okay, so line number 2 is nothing but this one, right? So what is the problem? An into clause is expected in this select statement. Okay, into clause is expecting in this select statement. So because you know already, in case of SQL, select statement will fetch the data, okay, and it will display it to you immediately. But here it's not possible, because you know already, to see any output also we are enabling the server output or DBMS output, right? So that is the reason what we have to do. Whatever the data select statement is fetching, that we have to store somewhere. Okay, I can't print it directly. Okay, I want to store first in some place. What is that some place or some storage? We just now discussed a variable, right? That variable I need now to store these values. How many values I'm going to get here? For example, 3 values: employee number, employee name, salary. Okay, so I need 3 variables here. For employee number, 1 variable; employee name, another variable; salary, third variable. Okay, so what we'll do, let me declare 3 variables. I'm just defining that 3 variables under this block declare. Okay, so I'm just writing v underscore. V stands for variable. Okay, this is just I'm writing. It's not required, like it's not mandatory to start with v underscore. Okay, v underscore employee number. This is my variable name, and which type of data you are going to store in this variable. Same like a column. Okay, which type of data you are going to store in this variable. Employee number I'm going to store is nothing but number, semicolon, end. That statement, that line is over. Like that, I need another 2 variables also, right? So I'm writing v name, and which type of data I'll store in this, varchar2, also specify the size, and salary, so v shall. And for this I'm writing number. Done. Okay, so I declared 3 variables. Fine. And in the begin section, what I have to do, I have to use the 3 variables to store these 3 columns of data, whatever this select statement is fetching. Okay, so that is what the error you can see here. An into clause is expected in this select statement. So that into clause is nothing but you have to load this employee number into some place, employee name into some place, sal into some place. Okay, so now I'm writing into here. Okay, employee number into v employee number, employee name into v name, sal into v sal. That's it. Now it will load the data into these 3 variables. Done. Okay, let's execute this. Let me clear this first. Now I'm executing, then we'll see if anything goes wrong. Okay, what is the problem? It's a different error again now. Anyhow, we fixed one error, and this is another error now. What is that? Exact fetch. Okay, means something, whatever you are fetching exactly, that is returning more than requested number of rows. Okay, I'm not requesting any number of rows, like I need 1 row, 2 rows. I'm not requesting, but it is telling, it is returning more than requested number of rows. We'll discuss about this error later. Okay, but I will tell you as of now, here select statement has to return only 1 record. Okay, so if you want to return more than 1 record, then we'll see what to do later. Okay, but as of now, that is the error. I'm not requesting any number of rows here, but it is still telling same thing. It is returning more than requested number of rows. Okay, so by default, if you are requesting or not requesting also, by default, it is going to be 1. Okay, so means it is returning more than 1 row. Correct now? Definitely there are so many records in EMP table. It is trying to return all the records. Okay, definitely more than 1 record is going to come. That's why the error is coming. Exact fetch is returning more than 1 row. Okay, so just remember, as of now, your select statement has to return only 1 record at a time. We'll see why it is only 1 later. Okay, So that's why what I'm doing, I'm just writing a where clause here to select only one record. Okay, any one record you can write where employee number is equal to any one employee number. I think 7839 will be there. Okay, and I'm just executing. Before that, let me clear this error. Now I'm executing again. Now it's completed successfully. Okay, PLSQL procedure successfully completed, but you can't see any output that you know already. Okay, first thing you have to enable that, and second thing, if you want to print any output, definitely you have to use DBMS output package, which discussed yesterday, right? So you should use that. Then only it will print. Now, what this program is doing, it is fetching all these three columns of information and storing in these three variables. Okay, so where is your data right now? It is there in these variables. Okay, so now what you can do, I'm just writing dbms underscore output, and in this there is a procedure called put line semicolon end of the statement. And now what I have to print? The employee number. Okay, and the ename also have to print, right? So what I can do then? So I'm just writing like this. Let's see what will happen. Okay, we shall. I written all those three variables by separating with comma. I'm executing now. Let's see. Again error. What is that? Wrong number are types of arguments in call to put line. Okay, so what it is telling? You are passing wrong number of arguments in put line. Okay, so what does that mean? It is expecting some limited arguments. Okay, but you are passing more than that. Okay, so what I have to do? Let's see. I'm just removing all these two. Okay, and I'm trying to print only one now. Let me clear it. Successfully completed, and you can see the down printing 7839 because I'm just printing only employee number. So okay, so what about this? What about then other two? Means put line will accept only one value. Okay, it will print only one at a time. So what I have to do now? But I have to print all these three. Okay, so then we already discussed in SQL how to combine two strings or two things. Okay, what is that operator? Anyone?
Concatenation.
Okay, concat. Concatenation or concat? Okay, which one I want to, which one I can use now? Concat? Concat, tell me.
Employee number concatenation.
Where is employee number?
V underscore EMP number.
Concatenation I have to write. What is the function name or what is that I have to write?
Can you use
That is a
pipeline?
variable, sir.
Concat.
Sorry. Okay, so the function is concat. Okay, function is concat.
Two
You are
vertical
telling
lines.
correct only.
Two vertical lines.
Okay, so that is concatenation operator. Okay, so that's what I'm asking you. Okay, so anyhow, I'm using concat function here to combine these two. Okay, and what about this other one? Again, I have to combine this with by using same concat, another concat I'm using here. First, I am concatenating v employee number, v init, then whatever is combined and that combination plus v shall I'm doing with another concat. Let's see now this time. You can see this second message came, but there is no comma, nothing, because I'm combining all three, right? So just came it as a combination. Okay, but I need a comma again. So then what you have to do? Same thing. You have to no space. It will everything, whatever you want. If you want space between that, or if you want a comma between that, whatever you want, you have to do again concatenation by using concat function. Means what I'm telling now, for example, I need a comma between v employee number, v name. So then what I have to do, I have to write one more concat here inside of it. Okay, so simply don't get confusion, concat of, okay, so what I have to concat, so this one I have to concat with the e name, don't get confusion. So I'm telling, first I'm combining these two, comma with v name. Okay, after combining that, I'll combine that result with v employee number, and then that result with v salary. Okay, so like that you have to use this concat function to combine anything. Let's see, I given comma little space there. Let's see what will happen. Successfully completed, and you can see this message 7839 comma, I given space also there, so space came king, but of course I have not used any comma or something for this salary combination. Okay, this is little difficult, right, to write this every time. So what we can do, same thing as it is, okay, but I am writing just this concatenation operator. Okay, so concat is the function, concatenation, this one is which we are using now is a operator. So now everything is fine, it will print same like before case. Okay, let me clear all this, I'm executing again. Okay, just printing same like before case, no space, nothing. So if you want space, same like before concat function how you used, same here also, but it is little easy for us. Okay, so I need a comma between that, done, and here also I need a comma, done. Okay, so everything I'm just combining here also, but it is simply easy to me using this operator. Same thing you can see now. Okay, so it is printing two times, right, because one is from this first dbms output, one is from second output, second dbms output. Okay, are you clear till now? What is the use of variable is important, and how we are printing the message, second thing is important. And third thing, if we can't directly use select statement value, whether it is for printing for display purpose, or if you want to use it for any other things, whatever and however it is, it's not possible to use that values directly. Okay, what you have to do, first you have to store them into some variables. Okay, and then that values you can use it from variables. Any confusion about it? Everyone is clear now? Okay, let me copy this. Okay, now what I'm doing, it's this variable whatever I'm using. Okay, so this is not like about only while writing a select statement we have to use. Okay, anytime wherever it is required you can use it, like for updating statement, for inserting a record, for deleting, you can use it, no problem. Okay, we'll write a simple program here. Okay, so using these three variables, I'm just keeping it them as it is. Okay, and what I'm doing, I'm just going to pick this employee record. Okay, and extra I will take one more column here now, department number. So I need one more variable, right? V underscore department number. Sorry. Data type is number. Done. Now here also in the into class I'm writing that variable name deptno. Okay. So now what I'm doing, I'm just getting the same record again, and these 4 columns of information I'm storing in these 4 variables, and I'm printing, right? Okay, let me remove this. I don't want. 1 dbms output is enough. If you want to print that department number, let us print that also. V underscore department number, and just clearing all this and executing as of now. Nothing same like previous thing. Additionally, I am fetching one more column. That's it, and storing into another variable. You can see this clear, right? Now what I'm doing, whatever the department number came, 10, right? So that 10th department number records I want to delete. Otherwise, I want to update salaries to all those 10th department people. Okay. So what I'm writing here, I'm writing update EMP table set. Okay. Salary is equal to whatever the salary they are getting. Okay. Whatever the salary they are getting, and what we'll do, plus 1000 rupees extra. Okay, whatever the salary they are getting plus 1000 rupees extra. Simple, same your SQL update statement only, nothing difference. Okay, update table name, set salary is equal to same salary plus 1000 rupees. Done. To whom I have to update? Not to the everyone, only to the few people. So I'm writing this condition here where department number is equal to. Now I'm not going to give any department number. Okay, I'm not going to give any department number. I want to pass that department number. What I'm passing here, 7839, right? So for this, whatever the department number is coming, okay, for all his colleagues, I want to, all his department people, I want to update this. Okay, so already I'm taking the department number for him, right, and storing into V department number. So this department number is already now holded in this variable, right? So the same variable I'm using here now, V underscore department number. Any confusion in this? Nothing. We already printed till there, right? What was the value coming for him? 10 as a department number. That 10 is there now in V department number. Okay, so I'm using that. So this is nothing but now where department number is equal to 10, simply to say. Okay, and after that, this is update statement, right? So means it will not be stored in the database directly. So what you have to do, you have to save that using commit. So if you want, you can write commit also. Okay, but I am not writing, and I'm just commenting it as of now. Okay, let's see. I'm executing. It's done. Okay, so first it is printing. Okay, first it is executing this and then printing. After printing, of course, it will execute this update statement also. Okay, but like in SQL, it won't show any message. In case of SQL, whenever it is executing update statement, it will show you like one row updated, 2 rows updated, like that message will come. We already discussed in yesterday class, right? It will not show any message except this message, PLSQL procedure successfully completed. You can write any number of statements, but it will show only one message here. If it is successful, this message will come. Otherwise, that related error will come. That's it. Okay. So here in this example, I have one select statement, one update statement, but still, I'm not going to see different message like some rows selected or some rows updated. So this will be the common message throughout our PLSQL. Okay, but I want to know whether these rows are updated or not. Okay, so as of now, what we'll do, we'll just check by writing the select statement. So later we'll try to see that message from PLSQL program itself. Okay, now as of now, I'm writing select star from EMP where what is that department number is equal to 10. Sorry, what is the problem? Select is error. Okay, fine. So these are the 10th department people, and their salaries we don't know previously, but definitely seems increased. President salary was 5,000. You can see before it was 5,000. Even here also it was 5,000 only from the last output message. After fetching, it printed what is the salary of that person, of course, right? And thereafter it is got increased with 1,000. That's why it is 6,000 for him. King. He is the king, and 6,000. So means it is done. Okay, why there is nothing increased for him last person? Because salary is null. So I already told, whenever you are working with any this kind of mathematics, what you have to do, always you have to use NVL function to convert null values into actual values. Okay, so fine. Anyhow, it's updated, but I want to see this message directly from in this program. Okay, after updating, I want to see that message whether it is updated or not. Okay, so what I'm doing, I'm just going to write one more dbms simply. Dbms underscore output dot put underscore line. Okay, and I'm writing a message here. Department number. Which department number? I just want to show that department number also. That's why I'm concatenating there, and I'm writing v underscore department number. So this is the value. This is the department number actually we are updating, right? And I need a space between that. So I'm giving that. Okay, department number, v department number, concatenation, and another message here. Department number 10 updated with new salary. This is the message I just want to show after that. Okay, so this is printing means definitely this is got executed, right? After that only it will come down. So that's why I'm writing this message here now. We'll see later in other classes, other than printing, we have anything exactly to know. We'll see in the next classes, but as of now, after updating only, it will come down to this. That's why I'm writing this message so that I'll come to know that update statement executed. Okay, let me clear it. And I'm executing it. You can see PLSQL procedure successfully completed. Okay, and it is printing this, and thereafter department number 10 updated with new salary. Okay, of course, there is no space between 10 and updated. You can give some space here. Executing again, you can see department number 10 updated with new salary. Okay, so means we discussed now how to write a select statement in PLSQL and how to write update statement in PLSQL along with using a variable. Okay, here you can pass 10 directly, but instead of that, what we are doing, whatever I'm capturing from the first statement, that value I'm using here. Okay, any confusion in this? No? Okay, so I'm just continuing the same program. Okay, using the same variables, and we'll try to use another DML statements also, whatever we have, insert and update, delete, that also we'll try. Now what I'm doing, Now 7839 values are capturing. Okay, and for that department number, we are increasing that salary with 1000 rupees. Good. Give me a second. Okay, increasing, good. And thereafter, I just want to delete one employee. Okay, otherwise I want to insert one record, whatever it is. Anything is fine. Let's do one thing. I'm inserting a record now. Insert into EMP table, and I'm not passing values to all the columns. I'm passing only for employee number, employee name, salary, and department number. Anyhow, we have 4 variables, so I'm using these 4 columns, and I'm passing values. We can pass the values directly, like how we were passing in SQL. Same way you can write it, no problem. Okay, but I want to use these variables. Okay, so that we can understand more betterly how can we use these variables. Okay, so what is the value right now in variables, in these variables at this place? Okay, at this place it will be having nothing. So what we'll do, these variables values I just want to print before selecting the data. Okay, just before selecting the data, I'll show you what is there in these variables, and thereafter it will execute this select statement and loading some data into those variables. So then we are printing it, and whatever the department number is coming from that select statement, for that department number I'm updating. Okay, so then I'm going to insert. We'll do this insertion later. I'm commenting that statement. Now I'm executing it. Before that, let me clear this output. Now see what happened is printing 3 messages or 3 outputs here, because we have 3 DBMS outputs there. The first one, if you see, nothing is coming except commas, because this is the starting point of time. Okay, so this is starting point of time. So just you define the variable that is not having any value. So that's why it is printing that. Okay, so thereafter select statement is loading some data. So that loaded data is there in the variable, it is printing. Okay, so what I'm going to do, this time, see what I'm doing. I'm assigning a value to that variable, or I'm loading a value into that variable, the employee number, and my employee number is 901. Same way, I am writing some name, or I'm assigning some name to this variable. Okay, and the salary, I'm just writing some number, and department number, let's write 40. Okay, so I'll clear now. So what I'm doing here, first I'm initializing the values now. In last program, what happened? So there was no value here, right? That just we defined a variable. Now, along with defining that variable, what I'm doing, I'm loading a value also into that. I'm storing a value also into that. Okay, so this is nothing but assigning or initializing values. I initialized. So what it will do now, when it is coming into the begin section, it will print that values, whatever I initialized in the declare section. Okay, so thereafter what will happen? It will load the data. Okay, it will select these 3 columns or 4 columns of data, and it is loading now into these 4 variables. Correct? But my question is here, already we employee number, we name, we sal, we department number having some values, right? Already having some values. 901 Varahi, and some values are there in 4 variables. Then we already discussed it can hold only one value at a time as of now. To hold multiple values, what we have to do, we'll discuss later. But as of now, our variable capacity is only one value at a time. And now in this example, these variables already have a value. Okay, already have a value. So what we can do now? or what will happen if I execute the program? Anyone? I'm just asking about select statement or second DBMS output. What will happen? Yeah, someone was trying.
Getting error.
Error. Okay, we'll see. Anyone else? Yes. Suresh. Okay, so these people are sleeping, I think. No problem. Let them sleep. I'm executing. You can see this now, Sweta. What happened? So the first initially, whatever the record was there, whatever we initialized, that is printed. Good, that we know already. But the second DBMS output is also printing a record. Okay, so it's loading the data and it is trying to store that value into the same variables. Okay, we just discussed while discussing variable. Okay, so what it will do, it will overwritten the value. Okay, old value will goes out. Okay, old value will goes out and new value will be there. Same thing happened. Old value 901 replaced with 7839. Okay, it will simply overwritten the value. Okay, so thereafter, of course, it is holding now V department number holding 10 value. So that will be updated here. Okay, so here what I'm trying to say, you can use the variable. Sorry, you can reuse the variable wherever it is required throughout the program, but you should be careful while using it because the values will be overwritten because variable can hold only one value at a time. It's clear now, Sweta, for you?
Sure.
Okay, now I'm clearing this output again. What I'm going to do, I'm going to enable it and I'm inserting a record. Okay, and I'm passing like this: V employee number for employee number, VE name. Okay, for salary, V sal. For department number, V department number. Okay, now. So which record it is going to insert now? V employee number means what is the value it is having? Definitely. So whatever the select statement is having, that second value only will be there. Means actually I want to insert this record 901 record I have to insert. But what is happening when I am trying to execute this select statement? Definitely it is overriding that values. So what I have to do then? Okay, so then instead of initializing that values here, you have to initialize that values again before inserting that statement like this. Okay, so let me do one thing. Okay, so now before inserting this statement, I'm reinitializing those values. Okay, so whatever the variable declared already, that I'm using now in the begin section again to initialize the value. Here I'm writing V employee number is equal to 902. I'm writing, for example. Okay, VE name. Okay, okay, V sal. Okay, V department number 40. Done. Okay, so means we can declare the variables in the declare block and we can assign the values in the declare block also. Okay, and we can reassign the values, or we can override those values in begin section again like this. Okay, so I'm initializing them again in the begin block like this. So what will happen now? First, I initialized some set of values to these 4 variables. I'm printing them. Okay, just to know whether it is having value or not, I'm printing. So after that, those values are getting overwritten here because of select statement is getting some values and loading into the same variables. So that is getting overwritten. And thereafter, of course, I'm using whatever select statement is returning department number, same department number I'm using and updating their salaries. Thereafter, now I'm reinitializing the values because these 4 variables are having now 7839 details. I don't want 7839 details. So I want to insert a record. So I'm reinitializing values here to that 4 variables and using here while inserting the record. Okay, now let me execute it. Successfully completed, and it is printing first 901, then 7839 from select statement, and then updating. Of course, there is no message definitely after inserting. Same like a update insert select, you will not see any specific message here like in SQL. If you want to print any message, same thing. What you have to do? You have to write DBMS output as of now. DBMS output dot put underscore line. Okay, so what I'm writing? I'm writing all these 4 variables. Otherwise, let's see. I'm checking only employee number. Okay, and here I'm combining that with a message like this. Inserted successfully. Okay, some message I just written there. Now let me clear these outputs. Executing this again. Okay, so of course you can see this error, unique constraint violated, because this program is already executed. 902 value is already inserted. You are trying to insert the same thing again. The problem is coming. That's fine. But if you see, but it is still printing 901 and then 7839 it is fetched and printing, and thereafter it is updating, and then it is filing here at the end to insert this record. Okay, so what we'll do, I'll just change this to 903. Let me clear this. Again, I'm executing the same program. No error message, successfully completed. Now you can see this 4th message also here. 903 record inserted successfully. Clear? About insert, update and delete, it is similar to SQL. So only the difference is writing select statement. Okay, so anyhow we discussed insert, update. Let us discuss delete also here. Okay, I want to delete a record now from this program. So what I can do, delete from EMP table. Okay, and I don't want to delete entire, so I'm writing a condition here where employee number is equal to V employee number. Okay, so how can I do this now? I'm inserting a record actually. So okay, this time I'm inserting 904, for example. Okay, here I'm fetching 7839 record, updating the department people salary. Okay, and inserting 904 record now, and I'm going to delete which record? Definitely 904 only, because so this V employee number right now is having 904. So the same value will be here also. So it will delete same employee number 904. I don't want to delete that newly inserting record. I want to delete some other record, for example. So what I can do then? You have to reinitialize that value definitely. Okay, so V employee number is equal to, I'm reinitializing that value with 902, for example. Okay, so right now here in this place it will be having 904. So I don't want to delete that same record. So that's why what I'm doing, that 904 value I'm overriding here. After inserting, I'm overriding. Okay. Even after printing, I'm overriding that value with the 902. So here I'm going to delete 902. Okay. So just to know whether it is deleting or not, I'm writing this DBMS output also here. Okay. And the employee number means it is having a value 902. I'm combining it with a message like this. Record deleted. Okay, let's see now. I'm just deleting these messages. Executing now again. Some error somewhere. Okay, let's see what is this error and which line it is getting. Line number 22. Somewhere we are missing something. Okay, so here you are deleting fine, sorry, inserting fine, printing fine, we employee number, assigning a value fine, but how to assign a value like this you have to assign. But how I am doing here, there is a space between this colon and equal. Okay, so this is actually assignment operator. No. Okay, so this is assignment operator. So that's why it's throwing error. So this is called assignment operator, colon immediately followed by equal to operator. Done. Now let us execute this again. Successfully completed, and you can see these messages. Initially that variable is having 901, then overwritten with 7839 after fetching that from select statement, and then updating. After that, inserting, after initializing that values again, inserting a record, and thereafter again initialized that employee number and deleted successfully. Okay, so here we just need to know only two things. One is insert, one is delete, one is update, right? These three DML statements. No difference in way of writing when compared to SQL and PLSQL. Same syntax, everything is same. Okay, and second thing is select statement. So while writing a select statement, it's not like in SQL. First you have to get the data, okay, and then store into a variable. Then you can use those variables wherever it is required. That you have to remember. And other point is select statement is going to return only one value at a time. To return more than one value, sorry, one record, we'll discuss later what to do. But as of now, is going to return only one record. And last thing about the variables. Variable is nothing but a temporary storage unit. It can hold only one value at a time. Okay. And we can assign the values to those variables in the declare block as well as in the begin block also. But if you try to use the same variable to hold multiple values, what will happen? It will be overwritten. Whatever the latest value you placed in that variable, that only will be there. All the old values will be overwritten by new value. Okay, simple. Any confusion till now? Any confusion? If no questions, okay, we'll wind up the session for today. We discussed the variables, okay, and how to write DML statements and select statement in PLSQL, okay. And tomorrow we'll see some more variables, okay, some different variables we'll see. Continuation to that, but some other variables. Thank you.